Back in Cambodia, I have so many dreams, but the one that kind of standing out for me is I want to explore the world. So that's my main dream. And I feel that the sky is the limit. When I started elementary school, we always walk together to the school. We don't have really good commute system over there. So I had to walk every single day. I was lucky enough that I passed the exams. And then the next step is to go to the university or, some college that you want to go. But my focus is clear is one is to computer science and the other one is economic. And the third one is more like on a medical field, but I don't think I like medical field that much. So so my first priority is to go to computer science. It's very competitive, like over 3,000 students that submit their applications. And then out of that, they select only 27 students to because that's kind of scholarship programs.
Channdara Sos, and welcome to KhmerTalk, where Khmer voices don't just speak, they resonate. I'm your host, Srey. On KhmerTalk, we explore the stories of our families, friends, and neighbors, stories shaped by lived experiences, resilience, and cultural wisdom. Each episode creates a space to connect our communities, celebrate our heritage, and spark ideas that help us to better understand one another and move forward together. Whether you're listening or watching from Cambodia or anywhere around the world, this is your space to be heard, to reflect, and to be inspired, learning from our past as we build a better future. So let's talk. Today, we're exploring what it truly means to live the American dream, not as a slogan, but a lived journey shaped by courage, sacrifice, and purpose. And our guest embodies that journey in a powerful way. Channdara Sos began his academic path in Cambodia, earning his bachelor's degree in computer science in 2005. Shortly after, he immigrated to the United States to pursue new opportunities and continued his education by completing an MBA in finance in 2008, where he was selected as the distinguished student speaker at his commencement ceremony, milestone that marked both achievement and transformation. Professionally, Channdara has built an impressive career across research, healthcare, and technology, contributing to organizations such as Fred Hutchinson's Cancer Research Center, United Health Group, Expedia, Samsung, Microsoft, and now Amazon, where he served as a program and project manager. Beyond his corporate accomplishments, he has also given back through community leadership, serving as a chairman of the Cambodian American Council of Washington, advocating for civic engagement and cultural representation. Orn Channdara, welcome to the show. Let's talk. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So before we begin, I just want to, when I read a little bit of your resume submitted to us, wow, that was really impressive.
Thank you.
We are so honored to have you here to join us and talk about the American dream,
Sure,
right?
my pleasure.
So can you tell us a little bit about your childhood in Cambodia and what dreams or expectation did you have for your future when you were living in Cambodia?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me for today. I'm so excited to be part of the show. Yeah, back in Cambodia, I have so many dreams, but the one that kind of standing out for me is I want to explore the world. So that's my main dream, and I feel that the sky is the limit. And I set my foot in different place in Cambodia because I just want to learn. I want to understand more about, people perspective and understand everything that surround my curiosity. I think the main thing that lead to my dream is the curiosity because I feel like so many things out there that I just want to explore. That's kind of my first thought about my dreams.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you choose computer science?
I think the technology is what I really impressed by and the ability to do a lot of big things for humanity. I know like everything is happened because of imaginations.
Yeah.
I read a lot of story about, innovators around the world, Albert Einstein. And then when I started my school in the high school, I started to learn that technology drive innovations, bring about change to a lot of things. Like, like the computers is a new thing, but before computers, we have, automobiles.
We
have phones. So those kind of things is driven by technology. And I feel that this is the only way that's going to help me bring about different innovations to humanity. I kind of dream big, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I just feel that I'm going to do some things that going to
make a difference.
Yeah.
But who really inspired you to really doing, in high school, you said you were reading Einstein and stuff like that. And then when it comes to technology, who really inspired you during that time to get into this computer science?
That's a good question. I haven't thought of that for a long time, but that question is really brought me back to my childhood. I think my father, he's really good in math. He always inspired me to think big and to look beyond what you are currently doing. And then by math, he feel like this is going to lead you to a lot of things. I can do, not just simple multiplication, but it also can do a lot of things. So I think that probably the first thing that's kind of intrigues me to focus on something that I am more, my passions that going to feed my passion, I would say. I think that's one thing. And then the second, probably the new wave of technology in Cambodia, because back in 2001, we don't have a lot of computer over there. And I just heard about computer. I don't know what it is though. So I just feel that, this is something I want to learn. And I think this is the way that I can, make some change to my family culture. It kind of break the record of, stepping out from the comfort zone and then do something that's really helping me and also the country to do a lot of things based on that. So,
because math, it takes a lot of critical thinking, right? I'm not good at math, so I'm happy that you chose that path. And so when you made a decision to immigrate to the United States, did the family, how did the community there feel about it when they learned that, hey, you're going to venture off here to living your American dream?
Sure. That's a good question. So right after my graduations, 2005, actually the motivation to get out of the country and then pursue my my professional education has been in the back of my mind for so long. So to me, it's not a surprise for me, and also letting my people around, in the village, because I live from the rural area.
So Owen, can you go a little bit more about your background back home? Because I guess we kind of a little bit jump into the now, right?
Yeah.
Can you go a little bit back to your little bit deeper back home?
That's a good one. So I started off with my elementary school back in Cambodia. Like this elementary school tend to reside together with the temple, the Khmer pagoda.
So where in Cambodia?
It's Kandal province. It's my village is called Kari Thmai village, Samrang Le commune and Ang Sunol district. So it's about 40 kilometers from Phnom Penh. So when I started my elementary school, we always walk together to the school. It's kind of rural area in a way, but we don't have really good commute system over there. So I had to walk every single day. And then my elementary school ended at 4th grade. And then I have to switch to another school for my 5th grade as a part of the elementary school. So it's only by walking. And then moving to the secondary school or middle school. So I have to stay at the elementary school, study over there as a group with friends. So I think in a way, probably living as a group of people, that's kind of shaped my perspective as well, because I live with my family all the time. But when I go to the middle school, I have to go to the school. I just want to study math with the teacher. We have limited resources, especially with the math teacher. We don't have any. So I have to go to school, study as a team, as a group of people. And then at one point, I keep asking my teacher to teach math. I kind of really deep into math. I just don't know why. And then we didn't have a English class. So I had to find one outside of the school so that we can get to see what English is like. Because back then we started as learning French. I studied French for 3 years. And then English is kind of different world for me. At one point, I remember when the teacher asked me how you pronounce table in English.
Oh, okay.
it's, and then he pronounced like table. I said,
Mm.
how you come table? It's table, like in French, right? So it's kind of switching me and like invoking me how you come up with that pronunciation into table to table. So those kind of moment that kind of, I need to understand English as well. So that's kind of shift my perspective a little bit so that I can understand more about English. So that's how I started learning English when I was in grade 6. So that moment from the tablet to table, that's kind of invoking me to think what's English language is like. So that's how I start my English. And then we don't have all English teacher over there. So we started learning from the teacher in the village at nighttime. So we walk maybe a village over just to get to the English class so that we can learn English. So, and then when after middle school, we went to the high school back in the main city of the province. So I have to switch another school. So we have transfer
So,
over.
Owen, can you tell us a little bit, describe what, the classroom was like, in when you were studying back home?
Yeah.
So for those listener who, just give us some ideas.
Sure. Yeah.
What it would,
Yeah.
not like the school system that we have here, where
Yeah, it's
everything with the lighting and, regular classroom and stuff
completely
like
different.
that.
Yeah. So we use chalk, right? So regular size is about, I think, 50 to 60 people, 60 students per
Okay.
teacher. So that's how when we started, and we don't have proper class. So sometimes the roof is kind of leaking. And then I remember like during the breaks, people, some go outside through the door, but me or some other friend, we go through the back wall.
Oh,
So that's how
okay.
we get out.
Oh,
Like
okay,
everybody's
okay.
got to go a different way.
Uh-huh.
So that's during recess. And then moving on to the middle school. That middle school actually was the hospital during the Khmer Rouge. So there's a
Abandoned
story.
buildings.
Yeah,
Oh,
abandoned.
okay.
So there's a story about haunted ghosts around.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So people kind of scary, but we live as a group. Like we have like 3 or 4 people. So
Yeah.
it's kind of fun for me looking back. But back then it's kind of scary too. But my main focus was to get math teacher to teach me at nighttime, because I heard the story that he taught a lot of math to the previous student. And then I just want him to teach math. But I didn't really get a chance to learn math from him directly, but just from my personal self-study. So that's how I start with my middle school. But I try to stay on top all the time. Like I was an outstanding straight from elementary all the way to middle school and to the high school. Like to be the number one student is kind of a priority. I think I got motivated by my parent, my dad specifically, because he was an outstanding in math. So that's kind of my focus is to stay on top. Like math is number one, and then Khmer literature and then our subject. But to your question, regular class size is about 50 students per class. Yeah,
and
per
and
teacher.
then it's all chalkboard, huh?
Yeah, chalkboard. Yep.
How about the curriculum? Do they have like school books and stuff like that for you guys to study, or just basically what?
We don't have school book until later in high school but from elementary school, we don't have like a regular book for us. We just lucky that we have the book to write. And then we have a small board that we can use. It's kind of green. I don't have the picture, but it's kind of green one. It's very small, so people we can write it on. With that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Coming from
Huh.
this this hearing is like you're describing a child who has nothing, right?
Yeah.
Who has to learn, the willingness to learn, right? The inspiration, right? You inspire yourself, you self-taught yourself, and that's that's amazing.
Yeah.
And so then you went to high school. How about high school? Were you in the same town or a different village, or?
It's a different town. So it's about 30 kilometers from my village, because they don't have a high school over there. So I have to travel to Kampong Speu, like towns, to study over there. So we cannot stay home and then go to that school every day. So I have to go to the town. So we ending up like renting a place where we can live together, like 4 or 5 people. Basically, they are friends from the middle school. So we went to study at a high school in Kampong Speu province. Yeah.
So they're tuition free, or you guys have to come up with some.
There's tuition free. Yeah,
Okay,
it's public school.
Okay.
Yep.
but when you were in high school, basically you went on to live on your own with a group of friends.
Big group of friends. So
Oh,
we're just
okay.
renting out a place. Basically, everybody, pay, and then we bring some rice so
Gotcha.
that we
Okay.
can ready for
Okay.
cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then during the weekdays and then weekends you come home, or you guys?
Yes, Friday or Saturday we rode a bike back home. So it's funny. It's a lot of fun.
Your
back then.
journey,
Yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
I'm really curious, because I came here when I was 9 going on 10. So
Yeah.
of course my education is here,
Yeah.
and it's of course in the camp and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't recall, but
Yeah.
just I'm trying to put myself in your shoes.
Yeah.
Wanting to come out
Yeah.
and be a good individual to society.
Yeah.
And then you went high school, and then what happened next? You went on to
my university straight. So basically, there is another exam. So after high school, when there is a high school exams, so at the end of 12th grade, everybody have to take the exams. Yeah, I was lucky enough that I pass the exam. And then the next step is to go to the university or some college that you want to go. But my focus is clear. Is one is to computer science, and the other one is economic, and the third one is more like on a medical field, but I don't think I like medical field that much. So so my first priority is to go to computer science. It's very competitive, like over 3,000 students that submit their applications. And then out of that, they select only 27 students to because that's kind of scholarship program. So you have to go through that one in order to be eligible to. So I was one of the 27 selected. I think that's good enough. So yeah, free tuition for 4 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's really admirable.
Yeah.
Out of 3,000.
Yeah. That's a lot.
You were the top 27. I'm glad that that's why you're here with us today. With your achievement. And then going off of that, and now you immigrated to the state, right? How did you get here? I mean,
it's a student. Basically, I'm pursuing my MBA in finance. So from bachelor degree to MBA,
so MBA here. How did you were sponsored or through the school system back home?
So it's family sponsor back in the country. So nobody here sponsor me. Yeah. So basically, you have to have the I-120. It's like the visa for a visa application. So we have to pass that. So basically, you work with the university here to get all the documents, and then the school will issue the I-20 approval, so that you use that to do the visa application. So it's a two-step process.
So a two-step process, and during that process, it's the school system here is have to be willing to accept you to come to study in the state. Right?
So I have to do some research, make sure which school that I want to go to, the program, look at all the requirements, the English requirements. Some school, they have a strict English requirement. So you have to contact the school first, and then you have to fulfill all the requirements. They have to go through their process. They're looking at the bank statement, transcript, like study records. And then probably the passport, all the different requirements. For each.
So Orn came to the state under the student visa.
Student visas.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, and so then you pursue your master in finance.
Finance, yep.
And then and then you got selected as a distinguished student speaker. Wow, that's amazing.
I didn't expect
it's a major honor for you. Yeah. What did that moment feel like for you?
I feel speechless. I feel like it's beyond my expectations, but to me, I always try something that I want to, give myself an opportunity. So I think the school, they have some kind of selection process.
Yeah.
And they probably look at the GPA. I don't know their specific criteria, but of course, GPA is one of them. And then probably the story that motivate people, and probably the minority as well that could play a role. And then probably teacher recommendation as well, like the instructor. So I think probably that's kind of the main thing that we look at. Yep.
Sorry, Owen, I didn't get a chance to see your, I was not there at your commencement, right?
Yeah.
So what was your speech like when you got up there and tell your stories?
It's a little bit nervous, and I was the one in the family who got, break all the barrier, basically. I got my bachelor first. I got my MBA first in the family, and probably in the whole village as well, and especially in the US. So the moment is so different from like when I graduated in Cambodia. Second, I feel humble that I feel blessed that I have my family there, and a lot of friends there, and everybody that kind of know me, they come and support my graduation speech, and especially I invite my parents over from Cambodia, so I think it's a great honor for them because they deserve my respect because they sacrifice a lot for me. Making the living over there in Cambodia is a lot, and plus they have to raise 5 children, and I'm one of them, and I'm lucky that I have their support. So I feel that this is something that I can give back to them. I don't have the much money to give back, but I think the honor that I provide back to him, to my parent and the family, I think that's something I feel very proud of. Yeah.
Yeah, just listening to your story, you're like the role model from rag to riches way, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Through education, through, at the beginning, we talk about how you built this amazing career in research, healthcare, technology, and what guided you through that path with such a diverse industries.
I think exploring soul searching probably one the right way to explain how I choose this one. Again, it's going back to my my imagination or dreams back in Cambodia. I feel the world is so big that I cannot comprehend enough, but understanding how things work within those industry, that's kind of helped me understand the world with a better perspective from my understanding.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like research is one of like part of the tech as well. It's not like your computer thing, but it's more on on the medical field, but it's kind of still in the tech side as well, to my understanding. And then within that research, I feel that I can contribute to some of the project that really support my community as well, because they have some Cambodian projects within that project's portfolio. So I feel that this is something I can give back to the community. So that's one. And then the other side for technology is my original inspiration already. So this is something I always love, and I still love right now too. So yeah.
So was there a moment in your career you felt like I'm really living in the American dream?
I think the technology
Oh,
field,
okay.
yeah. Everybody is inspired by American technology mostly. I mean, there's so many countries that they're working on their technology, but I mean, American technology seems to be more visible to a lot of people around the world. So when I was in that company, one of the biggest technology in the world, I feel like, wow, this is something big and something that I never imagined. I can never think of that. Even looking back, like, oh my gosh, this is way too far, that beyond my expectations.
Yeah. So, Owen, you talk about the research stuff and giving back to community. So, can you tell us a little bit more? What was?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah. So within that project, so I manage multiple projects at the same time. So we have a portfolio of, I think probably 5 to 10 different projects, depending on the timelines. Like 2 or 3 projects is for Cambodian project. It's like HPV.
Okay.
Hepatitis B is one of them. So and hepatitis C, and then they have like physical activity. So those kind of benefit my community, not only in Seattle or Washington, but across the United States, because the research is focused on like mostly the Cambodian community in the United States, like California, I think probably Lowell, Massachusetts, and other states as well. Because they have, the research is kind of different, because everything have to be what we call it very structured. So we have to want to make sure like everything is standardized, because once we collect the data, it's have to be statistically calculated based on the system that we plan ahead. So I think this one benefit a lot, and through that it's kind of waking me up as well, because hepatitis B is one of the serious problem, and then HPV, like 1 in 10.
Really?
It's very high number, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, me
it's kind
too.
of waking me up as well. So wow, this is really big things. And then from the research perspective, they're looking at the statistics, and then how they educate, and then the intervention, and then the result. Again, those numbers. So like the research ran for a couple of years, and I see some good progress based on the education.
Oh, okay.
So in a way, it's still helping a community at a larger scale.
Yeah. I mean, that, like I said, I'm learning something new from you today about the HPV HPV, that
HPV.
it really affects the
Yep.
Khmer community,
Yep.
Cambodian community.
Mhm.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
high number.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that
Sure.
knowledge
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. So how did the Cambodian heritage shape the way you are right now?
I
Your
think
leadership style and how you show up for us.
yeah, I think that's a good question. I think it's going back to Cambodia in the old days, right? We have Angkor Wats. So this is something that's gonna build up my confidence. I feel that something that no other country can build.
Okay.
So it's kind of helped set up the confidence in the back of my mind. Like, this is something nothing can hold us back.
Yeah.
We have done that before in the past. Why not now? And then in the future as well. So that's how I feel that there's nothing can stop us if we focus and then set your mind to what you want to do. So yeah, that's kind of shaped my perspective and the confidence as well. Yeah.
I do agree with you because I always tell friends and my Caucasian friends or other friends, I always tell them that even though I came here was 9 going on 10, but I know my roots. I love Khmer. I love being I'm proud Khmer, but I always thankful and bless America
Absolutely.
for giving me life, give me the opportunity for us, right? To be where we are right now. And really even expand even more. And like this is a good example for those who may be listening to your stories in a village somewhere. It can be done. The American dream is there. If you work hard enough and you put your mind and soul into it. I know it's cliche, right? A lot of people say, "Oh, come on." We hear this before, but I think with you it really does. It really you are an individual that can set a good example for those listener and viewer out there who may be listening in Cambodia, in a village somewhere. That dream does come true, and here you are. I love hearing these stories because it's really that's why we are here at this Khmer podcast. It's to help enrich more people have a better understanding about our community. We built this major, temple, right?
Yep.
It takes everything, right? But Khmer, we always sticks together.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing I think that we don't, if we really think about this, we do. We really, at the end of whatever it is, we do all want peace and we want, we will stick together.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, that's, that's about you, but now it's about, whatever.
It totally makes,
when Wong hear this type of stuff, it really touches my heart, Like I said, even though I kind of grew up here, but I really love Khmer. And Orn Phin, what inspired you to take on the role of chairman of the Cambodian American Council of Washington?
I think the big part of me is the giving back part. So once I feel that the community shaped me, but at the same time, getting where I am now, I'm not happy enough that I am. I just want to contribute back to the country, to the community, to whatever I can give back to my own people. And Cambodian American Community Council of Washington is one way that I can give it back to my community. That's why I feel like this is something I can do. I wish I could do more, but I think this is a good starting point as well in terms of giving back to community as one of the Cambodian members. Yeah.
Owen, I see you a lot out in the community. I think you're doing great.
Yeah.
You MC for a lot of Khmer show, if that's the show. It's not show events. I'm sorry, for Khmer events and stuff like that. And so you are showing up, and I always like you to show up here too, and you show up here for us too. So we are contributing to the Khmer community, the Cambodian community. So how do you see community involvement as part of your American dream?
I mean, there's some positive change I noticed since my time here. I've been here in the US for about 20 years now. I noticed like we get less visibility back when I was when I just immigrated here. But for the last maybe 5 years, I feel like there's some high visibility among legislators. So with, again, KACWA, the Cambodian Community Council of Washington, we have been working a lot with legislators, with funders and other community organization as well.
Mhm.
So in a way, they are aware that the Cambodian community have a large presence in the area in Seattle or could be Tacoma as well. So this kind of brings the awareness to legislator or decision maker. So I feel there's some positive change lately.
So on Quacka, if I'm sorry, forgive me if I mispronounce.
Kakwa, yeah.
Pronounce that. So what does that organization, what does it involve?
So there's so many. So our main mission is to uplifting and promoting our Cambodian culture, bring about positive change to the businesses and also education, promote education among Cambodian community through different projects that we currently own. Basically, like digital literacy, like educate our young, older folks how to use technology, like iPads, Facebook, some kind of social media, or it could be other thing, and probably different programs that we help them understand how the technology works. So like the tablets, the iPhones, and all of those things, like utilize the technology. So that's one thing. Yeah.
Okay, so if the listener or viewer who is here in Washington, state of Washington, who wants to be part of this literacy class, how often does the class?
So currently they have multiple class that they offer in different areas. So I think we have one Tacoma, Snohomish, and then Seattle. We have some class too. You can contact me, or we have the website Kakwa, CACWA, and then .org. You can learn more. We're promoting business, so we consolidate all the business in Washington, the Khmer business. Basically, we try to promote Khmer business. We have like funding help that we have some professional proposal writer that can help you get some funding or some grants to help with your business. So promoting small business for Cambodian community as well, educations, and then there's some resources that we can connect with the state or with local government like King County, or it could be city of Seattle. There are so many ways that you can learn and volunteers. And right now we're still looking for more, board member to join our team as well. We try to expand, although there's some funding challenge, but we still want to do more.
Listener and viewer who wants to be part of the Cambodian American Council of Washington, we will have that information on the show notes. So, and the website that they can, if they want to become a board member and donate.
Yep.
Yeah, you can contact Orn directly or through that website.
Yep.
What progress do you hope to see the Cambodian American community in this coming years?
I mean, for me, in 5 years' times, I want to see them more visible to the mainstream, especially among public official or legislator, because I feel that we are still behind other community, like the Filipino community, or it could be Somalian community or other community. We still behind them.
Okay.
So we just want to have some more visibility by having more like physical presence. It could be community center, or it could be, public officials running for office or something like that. So there's so many ways that I want to see a Cambodian community step up, especially among professional, that they still can do a lot of things for community, but I just don't want them just stay low and then do their own thing. But I mean, working in a community, it's rewarding to me. It's help build our community and
so that's why we have you on, Bonpra.
Yeah.
This is where the community, we are trying to build Khmer community, and we are visible right now. Not just, small community that we go to an event. This is out in the public. Wherever they watch, they will see you and I right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad you did that.
so this is our visibility. And it is so important, that, when I talked to Bong very earlier about us, Khmer, united and show up for one another. We are showing up. More and more of us is showing up for our community. And I think we genuinely love who we are and our roots. So thank you, Baon, for doing what you do right now for the Khmer community, especially the organization that you belong to. And for those, again, who wants to be part of your team, be a board, just, that show note, please click on it and we'll connect them to be part of the, if they want to donate, talk to you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So looking back at your journey, what are you most proud of?
I think becoming who I am is what makes me proud right now, especially providing me the opportunity to give back. That's what I feel very proud of. To me, success doesn't mean the end point. It's just the beginning. Getting to the point where I am now, some people would say, oh, this is very success, a good success for you. But to me, it's not the success for me yet. The ability to make change to other people, or to help other people, empower them to do more. That's what I feel more successful. In example, when I get here, I don't have a lot of money. But when I, set aside some fund to help my people in the country getting a better education, and then knowing that right now they are successful in their career, that's make me very proud of. I think something is kind of tend to easy to overlook, but this is really big in me because I feel that if I'm successful, but the other people is really struggling, I'm not that happy though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If any change,
Yeah,
right?
any change,
Even
yeah.
a smile on a face,
Yeah.
brings some
Yeah.
joy
Yeah.
to one another.
Yeah.
And that, people tend to miss that part too. That a
A
smile.
simple
Simple
smile.
as smiling
Yep.
at
Yep.
one another, that's, give them the sense of hope.
Yep.
Like maybe they're having a bad day and we smile at them and
Yep.
said, oh,
Yep.
things are
Yeah.
going well. Just monetary money, genuinely,
Yep.
caring for one another.
I think, just be the, support for them. Anybody can come and talk to me. I got to try my best to motivate them or at least, make them smile. Oftentimes I always make a lot of jokes amongst friends, family. Just want to bring joy.
No, I love to joke around too,
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
can tell. We all wants to be connected, right?
Absolutely, yep.
And we have to, I hope you feel comfortable,
Yep.
today coming
Yep.
on.
Yep, absolutely.
I hope I didn't make you feel
nervous. It's good. I just represent who I am. Yeah.
And this is who I am too,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is who
yeah,
I am.
yeah.
But when I was doing this show, I was reading once again, going back to your accomplishment. It's amazing. I like to use the word amazing because it is amazing.
Sure.
From a child who born out of literally poverty and to be where you are now and giving back to the community. And hopefully the listener who feels like, hey, they need some a little, inspiration. Hopefully they listen to this.
I hope,
Any younger generation who's listening to you can inspire to live the American dream, right? So if you had to summarize your journey in one sentence, what advice would you give to an immigrant who are just beginning their own American dream?
The new immigration is just arrived here.
Who wants to come and the immigration process or, to come here, live here, or want to come here to live the American dream?
I think first, if possible, you should continue the educations. Try to understand the American system. Second, understand the legal process of it. Because, we want to make sure everything is in good legal process that you can stay here for very long times. If you decide to stay here. With education, it's going to help you a long way because one, you're going to help with your career. Second, help you understand the whole process of the governments, how they govern the countries and all that. And then third is look for opportunity that suit your passions because the opportunity here, I feel that the sky's the limit. But if we don't really pursue education, I think there's at some point that's going to limit your space because oftentimes there's so many change happening at the same time. There's so many resources available, but if you don't know how to utilize those resources, it kind of go unused. So I feel that try to understand as much as possible if you don't really go to the formal education, but at least get some opportunity to learn and understand the whole process. So I think that would be the first advice. And then second is try to build a network because with the network, it's going to help shape your passion and also help you find the right opportunity that you can do more than if you go by yourself. And then the last thing, if you can give back to the community, I think you should do.
Yes. So if you would have to summarize your journey in one sentence, what would it be?
Be who you are.
That's it. Be who you are. So be who you are. Talk from here, right? Not just lip services. Show up and get involved with the community and help out, right?
Yeah.
What is next for you professionally, personally, or in the service for your community? In closing.
Professionally, I want to get promoted to the next level.
Oh,
Yeah,
what is it? What is it?
we don't know yet, but it could be probably senior manager or something. Then for the community, I want to do more, but by having more support from other professional Cambodian in the community. So try to engage everybody that I know to support the good cause for the community.
So on Prof, when I asked that question, I thought in my mind, just hearing your story, that you would really get involved in a bigger scale, like running for some office. Because I can see you doing that, getting everybody together because of your involvement with the community and giving back. And I want you to give back, not just for the Khmer, for everyone, for the whole community. So what I'm trying to say is, if you were going to pursue that, we have it on record that Bong Srey called it out that he will be running for office one day.
Yeah, you read my mind already. At one point, yeah, but I just don't know yet. But
well, you got Bong support and the KhmerTalk support, to support you and uplift you even more, because we do want some representation among us Khmer, even more. It's great that you did this global, you in this, what do you call it, big organization, but we want you to more.
Well, yeah, thank you.
I want you to be more. Like I said, maybe I read your mind. I truly read your mind, right? Because I'm like, oh, that's what I'm hearing. Yeah. Going back, really, your story is really inspirational.
Sure, thank you, Bong.
So I guess in order for anyone to run for office here in the United States, you have to be a citizen, correct?
Yes.
And you are a citizen.
Yes, I am.
Yes. So I can't wait for you and, in the next couple of years, and you be coming back to this podcast and said, Bong Srey, I am running. And then, so this is a platform for you, for us to even encourage you even more.
Yeah.
Okay.
You made a good point. You put more pressure on I was just thinking, but now you put more pressure.
Oh,
yeah, but it's good. Yeah,
okay, Bong can read mind.
Yeah.
I can really read your mind.
Yeah.
So in closing, anything else you want to say to us, to the community? Or I know you said that already, but anything else you would reflect on?
Sure, yeah. I think in conclusion, I just want to say thank you for watching our podcast. I think stay being who you are, I think it's very key. And don't forget your root and stay to your core value, whatever you believe in. Just focus on that thing and then set your mind to it. One way or another, you're going to get to somewhere that's more than just what you can imagine. And never underestimate your ability, because you can do more than you can imagine about yourself. So, yeah.
Thank you, Bone.
Thank you, Bone.
Channdara, your story is a powerful reminder that the American dream isn't a destination. It's a journey shaped by courage, persistence, and purpose. Thank you for sharing your experiences and insight with us today. To our listener, thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration. Until next time, keep striving, keep believing, and keep living your own American dream. You know what? What I learned is this. The other day, I had to read a book, read it out loud, but not the speech. And then my tongue will get a little bit better. No. Well,
yeah.
I tried that the other day. So I was like reading random book, but not the speech itself.
Yeah.
But another book. So I think it just, my tongue.
I think in the morning I practice in the morning.
Yeah. You know what? I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes, I know. You stuck with me for a little bit. No, it's fun.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Accomplishment. Okay. Paon Channdara, welcome to the show. Let's talk.
Sure.
It's an honor to have you here.
You're welcome.
just this part. Indeed.
ផាងាកមកនេះស្រីជាង
ចា
Yeah.
okay
Yeah.
Channdara welcome to
Yeah.
Chanrep Suop on Prao Channdara welcome to the show. Let's talk.
Sure. Thank you.
It's an honor to have you here.
You're welcome.
Sorry, one more time. Because it sounded like you were forced to say it.
Be quiet. Be quiet. Okay.
I know you sound like forced to say it.
You guys make it say 5 or 6 times already. Just kidding.
On Channdara,
Yeah.
welcome to the show. Let's
Yeah.
talk.
Okay. On Channdara, now, on Channdara, welcome to the show.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you were
Okay.
in it now.
Okay.
Okay. On Channdara, welcome to the show. Anjirip Su, and welcome to the talk.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome to the talk. Let's talk.